So, Hallie, I have to say, I really loved the movie. I was so entertained. And you guys have a chemistry. That's so amazing. Like, wow. But I have to ask you one thing because we only have 4 minutes. I would love to talk about your strengths. You have this powerful, strong presence on screen. Was that always like that? Where does that stem from? Is it like, was that in your childhood like that? Or what do you take it from?
Ah, I don't know. I think that if it comes across on screen, it's only because, being a woman of color, I have always felt a sense of struggle. I've always felt the need to fight for myself. Growing up, I was a fighter. I got into a lot of physical fights as a child, so
Yeah.
fighting and defending myself and standing up for myself has been just a part of my growing, right? And I was a gymnast as a child. I wanted to go to the Olympics one day, so I have always been, very physical in my person. Um, and because when I started in the industry, there was no real path made for a black woman. Like 30 years ago, it was kind of making a way out of no way. So I've been used to being this sort of fighter and finding my own way and taking risks and chances. And I think if you feel that, I think that's where that comes from. It's been very much a part of
Yeah.
who I am.
Wow, that's amazing because I just saw on your Instagram also you were also voted on Time Magazine one of the most influential people in health. And this is something which you do a lot for your health. I know that we spoke
Yes.
often, but then I saw on the Netflix thing you broke 10 times your bones already. I mean,
Yes.
is there anything you wouldn't do or you're afraid of?
I'm not going to jump out of a plane. Yeah, I have
Okay.
two children still to raise, so that doesn't seem like a risk worth taking. But when it comes to film, I'll go pretty far. I do believe that when you're playing a character, if it's a physical character, the more I can embody what that real character would be experiencing, I think it helps me in my work. And I was a gymnast as a kid, so I love to always go back to that physical part of myself. I can do it. I love to do it. So as long as I can, I will keep pushing my body and my limits.
Because you just said you mentioned your mother of two, and you're a role model for a lot of women, and a lot of girls. What do you want your kids, your daughter, especially what do you want to teach her? What is important for you?
Well, I think both of my kids, I'm lucky I have both a boy and a girl, and I think for both of them, I really want them to see a strong mother who works, who is able to support herself, who has integrity, who is who she says she is, does what she says she's going to do. I want them to know that I love my job. It brings me joy. I hope that they find something that they love as much as I love the work that I get to do. And I want them to be good people. I want them to see me doing acts of kindness. I want them to see my philanthropic work, my charity work. I want them to see how I give back and how I care, because that's really important. That we not just care about ourselves, but that we care about the others and that we make time to do that.